My great and wonderful people, how una day? My people, I don't carry another hot and spicy aproko conference for the update. We say we just gather from the palace of Ife, and we don't see until say it don't reach high time. We say Kabiyesi is supposed to take this bold step. Kabiyesi don't to keep quiet for this Oloris them, and we don't see until say they take him as a joke to actually ride Kabiyesi at every given second of the day. Tried all the position where we say they try to push shame for Kabiyesi face this time around. And if you remember the other time we say we get the rumors, then we say I drop giving that to say IGBI and in troops, then we say Inkari enter the palace to instigate violence. We be there then to say we no go agree for the matter because yes, so then to say they want this equality for everything we be say consign Kabiyesi to share with the Oloris them. Say they need to see Kabiyesi any longer, and we don't see them to say they don't carry and go put for the ears of the elders in the palace of Ife, and this one don't really cause shame for where Kabiyesi day this time around. So my people, by the rumors we are getting also from the Oduwa press and also the other Yoruba bloggers and our source close to the palace of Ife, will learn that Kabiyesi has actually stripped Olori Igbe of her position in the palace of Ife, and this one has actually made Igbe cried so much. This one, we just got the information that Igbe is no longer the head of the wives in the palace of Ife this time around, because we have learned time without number she has actually instigated a lot of things that will cause violence in the palace of Ife and also cause instability in the palace. And we have seen it has caused a lot of loggerhead among the other Oloris, because Kabiyesi has actually seen it that the disrespect over Igbe's decision to actually bring this into the elders and chief in the palace of Ife has really cost him a lot of pain and shame this time around. And in kind of the way he will not take it any longer from Olori Igbe, because we learned he has actually sent a circular to the elders and also the other Oloris. Say that from henceforth they should actually desist from receiving orders from Olori Igbe this time around in the palace of Ife. So we learn that Igbe presently now is not in a good position. We learn she has been crying all this while since the circular was released out. So my people, if this is your first time actually listening to me, do well to like and share and also subscribe on your notification, because you know what I do on Hodges. I actually give you the rumors making out on social and the yemo out there. So we just learned that Olori Igbe has been stripped off of her position as the head of all the wives in the palace of Ife, since Queen Naomi is not in the palace of Ife. And come to think of it, Queen Naomi is the basic issue that all these Oloris have been going around discussing ill things about Queen Naomi, fighting a way to make sure that Kabiyesi has no interest where Queen Naomi is. And we have seen it time without number. The more you fight against the grace in the life of Mommy Tadenikawo, you will actually have more problem. And this is one of the example of the problem you ever have. And we have seen it time without number. We've seen, I keep on saying this adage that flies that refuse to hear word, you actually follow the corpse into the grave. And this is actually what we have actually understand presently now, that some of the elders are actually listening to Blue, which is their daughter also from Ife kingdom also. She's also their daughter. And in kind of the way, Kabiyesi has actually getting information that most of the elders are actually planning against him. And if you remember the other time that the Oluwo of Iwo actually instigated a lot of things that the Oloris in the palace of Ife weren't the ones that has children, weren't this in Kabiyesi's biological children. And we saw that most of the elders from the other ruling house are using these ones against Kabiyesi to make sure that they actually push the Ooni of Ife off his position. But we have seen it presently now. If Kabiyesi does not balance things in the palace of Ife, we learn that most of the elders are in support of Blue this time around, that they have to take their place in the palace of Ife. Kabiyesi should not actually, because we learned when they actually left, when the other Oloris actually left Kabiyesi with the elders, two of the elders actually chipped it into Kabiyesi. Say they don't see it as being fair that Kabiyesi is not actually reaching out to his obligation towards the other Olori. Say Queen Naomi is not the only wife he actually has in the palace of Ife, but no meeting is obligation as a man that has many wives inside the palace, inside the kingdom of Ife. It looks wrong, and in kind of the way it will actually dent the name of Kabiyesi in the public. And we learned, if you remember, that Ife actually warned Kabiyesi over this Olori, say he should stop. Apart from one, Queen Naomi gave Kabiyesi as one of the conditions for her to come back to the palace of Ife. He should actually stop having carnal knowledge of the Oloris inside the palace of Ife. And this time around, Ife has actually said the same thing, because he actually said these Oloris has actually gone far and wide to make sure that they actually bring Kabiyesi down, and they actually do any type of thing to make sure that they control Kabiyesi. So you never can tell. That's why Kabiyesi has actually stayed off from the Oloris, and which most of the elders in the palace actually understand. That is the main reason that Kabiyesi has actually stopped having carnal knowledge of the other Oloris in the palace of Ife. So my people, you guys should do well. Go to the comment section, put your own opinion as you deem this matter fit, because seeing this matter presently now, we see that the elders in the palace of Ife will learn about two of the elders are in support of what these Oloris are actually doing presently now. And you know, most of all these things, these Oloris, they can buy their way off in the palace of Ife, because we learned the other time that IGBI actually gave most of the elders a whopping sum of 5 million naira each inside the palace of Ife. You can imagine an elder in the palace of Ife be given 5 million naira in the palace of Ife. So my people, we learned this time around that Kabiyesi has actually stripped IGBI of every position in the palace of Ife this time around, and IGBI is actually crying over this one, because she does not understand how to control this matter presently now, because Kabiyesi is not giving ear to any of the elders this time around, because we learned that he has actually sensed something is actually fishing among these elders presently now, because we learned that Kabiyesi actually has shown two of the elders that were actually instigating this matter up, and we learned that two of them has actually left the palace. So you never can tell the plan that they have for Kabiyesi, the plans that they have, because these Oloris that can buy their way off in the palace of Ife, they can undo, and that is what Ife has warned Kabiyesi about this time around. And we learned this time around that yes, so to say Kabiyesi has actually sticking that, and actually giving circular out there that Olori Igbe is no longer in control of the other Oloris inside the palace of Ife. Say in a due date, Kabiyesi is going to announce the new leader of the Oloris inside the palace of Ife. So my people, you guys should do well. Go to the comment section, put your own opinion as you deem it fit, because I tell you, this pepper den dance season, a lot of things is really unfolding in the palace of Ife. A lot of things are really unfolding this time around, because Kabiyesi has actually asked her to get out, because we learned she went ahead to actually go and beg Kabiyesi, but Kabiyesi asked her to get out of his presence, because he cannot stand the presence of Olori Igbe any longer in the palace of Ife. So my subscribers and my returning subscribers, so you guys are the really MVP. So you guys should do well. Go to the comment section, put your own opinion as you deem it fit, because matter really plenty for this matter presently now. Thank you very much.